Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Make sure we're on here. It's really loud. Test, test. Bear with me, guys. Just checking that we're on okay. Yeah, we're on okay. Okay. Cool. All right, guys, good morning. And it is a very sunny and warm Canadian morning for Canada. It's probably only 12 degrees outside, but it's warm for us. Hope everybody's doing well today. Good morning, Case Pilates. So this was kind of a last minute thing, guys. Usually we do our live streams on Wednesdays. I did not do one this week. I had a shoot. But yesterday, this channel actually turned over 1,000 subscribers. And I thought, you know, it would make sense to have a live stream based on that. And also, the more I looked into the last 365 days, I literally went from 0 to 1,000 in 365 days, which for some people may not seem like a lot, but when you're doing that first 1,000, it's very difficult. So I thought, and again, I looked into some of the stats, which I'm going to share with you today, and it's interesting to see what worked and what didn't work, and you know where the pivot points were. So that's kind of what I thought we could talk about today, because I find when I started this channel, everything was in relation to my other channel, Trainer Hub, and because it's an actual workout and fitness channel. But a lot of the stuff with Trainer, with Trainer Hub, you know, I can admit that I fell into because I was prepared when COVID hit. Just happened to be kind of on a roll, and then I hit that momentum. But a lot of the lessons to be learned with Trainer Hub is really with monetizing sponsorships and production and things like that. With this channel, I'm actually growing alongside you guys. And I'm doing it from scratch without coronavirus, because I really don't think that coronavirus or COVID, whatever they call it now, has any effect on this channel. This is basically, you're into this stuff or you're not. So I thought we'd go over some of it. I thought some of it could be relatable to you guys, even though a lot of you obviously have fitness channels. But basically, yeah, we'll go over some of that stuff. And then, as always, here to take your questions and hope you have some questions. Right now, I would say for all of us, it's one last push before we head into summer and things will die down. But the good thing is that everybody is coming outside from this COVID-19 hibernation, and they are scrambling to try and get in shape for the summer. So if there's ever a time to turn it up for a month or two, this is it, because people are looking for programs, 30-day programs, you know, whatever you can deliver to basically get them in shape fast before summer hits and they can go outside again. So good morning, Caitlin, and thank you. This or That Fitness, thank you. Living Love Fits, yeah, it has been a long time. Here for the celebration. Well, don't celebrate yet. I just think it's obviously a milestone for any of us. I'm still not monetized as far as Google goes yet. I still have to get the 4,000 hours, but we're partway there, and it'll be interesting to see where we go from here. Morning, Budo Pilates. So I'll jump right into it, guys. Are you doing your good mornings and stuff? I actually took some notes because I didn't know I wouldn't remember stuff. I'll even probably show you guys some of my analytics with this channel too, so you can see where things happen, because as much as I'm talking about the last 365 days, most of what has happened to this channel didn't start until probably mid-October. So really, it's only been about 6 months. Oh, thank you, Budo Pilates. Appreciate that, guys. All right. So here's the stats, guys. May 13th, 2020, I had 78 subscribers. I went from 0 to 1,000 in the title, but it sounds better. So I did have 78 subscribers on May 13th of last year. And then today I have 1,005. So that's basically an average of 83.75 new subscribers per month over the last 12 months. This actual channel, I think, has been around about 18 months, roughly. But the first video, I'm basically going 365 days because it was 365 days ago that I made the pivot to what we have here now, which is basically focused on building a fitness channel on YouTube. It was May 11th that I released the first video. It was 5 things you're doing wrong with your YouTube channel and the reasons it won't grow. That was the first video as far as this channel goes, and that was May 11th of last year. So 367 days ago. And over the last 365 days, I produced 23 videos. So again, to some of you guys that are bombing out 2-3 videos a week, doesn't necessarily have to be that many. What I did was less than a video every 2 weeks. The number of live streams I did, 17. Today is actually number 18. So live streams we'll get into after, but did have a big effect. And total number of short clips, 11. The short clips are the ones where I would take a little excerpt from one of these live streams if I thought it was a good piece of info, and it would be like a little 2 or 3 minute video, which takes me all of 2 or 3 minutes to actually produce. So that's a great way to fill in content when you're busy with other things in life, which is exactly what I used it for. It was just a way to kind of bump in a few extra things. And I started doing that back in October, which is around the time that things really started to show signs of growth. It was doubling down and adding more of these videos, these little ones. First live stream was December 23rd. And in addition to that additional content, I did 3 seminar videos, which is literally, I just filmed it and then posted it for the most part. So very little production required, almost like a live stream in a sense, and put those up as well. So grand total is, 26 plus 18 is 54. Short clips, 11, 65. So 65 videos in total. But as I said, some of those took no effort at all. They were just little clips and stuff like that. So that's what was done. And I've said to you guys before, like with both of my channels, I don't know what it's like for all you guys, but it's always like 2 or 3 videos that really bring you 85% of your traffic. I've got that on my Trainer Hub channel. I have like an average I'll get for all the videos, but then it's really there's probably 3 that are really pumping in a lot of traffic to the site and a lot of views. So that's the same thing. It's always going to be a few that go viral, and the rest of them you just try and you keep trying to add more fuel to that fire. For this channel, 2 videos, 5 reasons why your fitness channel won't grow, which was the very first one I did. And the other one was how to shoot a professional looking workout, which oddly enough is a video I didn't even like and almost thought about not putting up. I've actually dropped the ball on that one because that was supposed to be a 3-part series. I've only released 1 part so far. I was going to film, I actually filmed it again a few months ago, the 2nd part, and didn't like it, so I didn't post it. Went to film it again last week, had everything set up to go, and then my dog ate my little cell phone holder for the tripod, so I couldn't do it. I had to order another one on Amazon, which just arrived, so I'll be doing part 2 of that. But that's a perfect example of me dropping the ball because I've had so many people watch that video and comment, where's part 2? And I can't give it to them. So if there was a mistake to be made over the last year, that's probably the biggest one because it probably would have added a lot of watch time to the channel. Oh, thanks, Elaine. Listening from work, like that. So yeah, if any of you guys are just joining us, basically we're just going over the last 12 months on this channel, guys. As I just stated, I went from 78 subscribers on May 13th, 2020. My first video pertaining to growing a fitness channel was May 11th, 2020. And now 365 days later, I have just hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm now at 1,005. And we're just basically looking at what seemed to be the triggers that helped growth. So that's what we're going over. So if you guys have any questions along the way, because all of this pertains to your channels, guys, and I know some of you are pumping out tremendous content and you're still not getting that thing that just clicks and then you start seeing that swell. So if you have questions about it, if there's any confusion about it, just fire off questions, interrupt me anytime. So income generated. This is kind of interesting, I think, because this channel is not monetized, but this channel has made $9,316 in the last 365 days. And to be more specific, it's actually made $9,316 in the last 5 months. So, and I can even show you that. Do a share screen. So you guys can see there, there's $8,644 Canadian, 45 transactions. It was December 1st was my first transaction through Buy Me a Coffee. I was in the process of setting up a Patreon account. And I never got a lot of traction with that. Not that I was really trying that hard, but it was actually Val, who frequents a lot of these live streams, who asked me one day what I thought about Buy Me a Coffee. I never heard of it, but I looked into it. I actually liked the way it was formatted and set up. Started implementing it, added some services and a few products and stuff. And for a channel that's not monetized, I mean, that to me, and again, showing that it's December 1st, 2020 to May 13th, 2021, that's a nice side income. I would not call that a passive income because there's a lot of work involved with that. But that's everything from members to doing the little timers and stuff like that, email templates, everything that I offer on Buy Me a Coffee. If you've never checked out Buy Me a Coffee, it is up in the corner there. It's buymeacoffee.com/trainerhub. But that's basically consultations, things like that to help people like you with your channels. And that to me, and I think the same thing to a lot of you as well, even if I were to become monetized today, I will not make that kind of money in the next I won't make that in a year off Google Ads. It'll be a long time before that happens. And I think with a lot of us, we wait until we're monetized to really start coming up with a plan. And we think that's when everything's going to be rolling, we'll be making money. Once you get monetized through Google Ads, you're not going to make a lot of money for probably a good 2 or 3 years. So it's good to right now to be looking into other ways. And I'm doing the same thing with my workout channel right now. I'm starting to design programs. I'm putting together an 8-week Get in Shape for Summer dumbbell program. I'm working with Lauren Jacobson, who is a biochemist, nutritionist. She's going to put together the nutrition component for it. I'm probably going to do a 3-day cleanse. I'm going to share a lot of that with the audience there in hopes that I can capitalize on some of these people that, like myself, let themselves go to hell over the past few months. So I'm going to be implementing stuff in there. Here it's kind of the same thing where it's basically, we collectively put so much time into these channels, because I don't need this up anymore. It's nice when there's a little bit of a residual coming in. Now, it doesn't happen overnight. There is a lot of unpaid time that has to be put in, but that's not to say you can't be putting together ideas to start making money now. Hey, Sharon, thank you very much. Appreciate it. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. And so 8,644 was Buy Me a Coffee income. And then there was another $600 and change through the Amazon affiliate program, which I don't pay a lot of attention to that. If I happen to talk about certain pieces of equipment, a lot of that was driven from the video on how to shoot a professional video with your cell phone. I went through a lot of affordable equipment needs, and they were all listed in the comments, and people actually went through and bought some. So that worked out good. Again, something you guys can just as easily do. You can be doing equipment reviews. You can be just using different pieces of equipment in your workouts and then putting affiliate links in the comments. for people that might be interested. I mean, I know with things like sandbag training, I get a lot of people asking where I got my sandbag. So it can be done. It's something you can be doing right now. Amazon affiliate program's not something that's going to make you a lot of money, but it does have something trickle in, and something's better than nothing. So yeah, let me see here. What else we got? Good morning, Cosplay Workouts. Welcome to your first live. You picked a good one. Actually, I shouldn't say. Hopefully you picked a good one. This is very impromptu. I didn't prepare much for it, but we got some cool content that we're going over today. Where was I? So as far as pivotal moves go on this channel, I marked down 4 things that helped. First one was changing my name. This channel was called Regan Rogerson before that, and oddly enough, nobody was searching for Regan Rogerson on YouTube. So I made the change to Fitness Marketing Hub. I think I toyed around with a couple of other names, but that was the one that I settled on. And it was shortly after that, I believe it was in the fall, when I started going around and reaching out to people on YouTube. I got to thinking one day that nobody communicates really on YouTube in the comments and stuff. Like, we do it in Instagram photos, we do it on Facebook, but there's like something taboo apparently about having conversations on YouTube, unless it's an argument or a troll or something like that. So all I basically did was, in the mornings when I came to work, I used to do this beforehand, I just never commented, but I always found it really interesting to look up new fitness videos that day. So I might type in something like, kettlebell workout or dumbbell workout or HIIT workout at home. And I would look to see what's come up in the last hour. Because if you do anything beyond that, then you tend to get, the people that hit 10, 15,000 views in their first hour. And it's like, those people are already rolling. I wanted to see some of the people that I knew were just getting started, who had talent, but didn't actually have, they weren't getting noticed yet. So, because I just, for some reason, just found that very interesting. And so I would do that every day or every couple of days. I did that for about a week. And in that first few days, I would just comment. I've said this before, I don't believe in trolling people. I don't like being intrusive on people. But if I came across a channel that was well filmed, the person was good on camera, and it was a good choreographed workout, I would just leave a little comment of encouragement, like, that great job. Your channel is really good, lots of potential here, things like that, which I genuinely meant. And I would just leave it at that. But what was happening in, I'd say maybe 1 out of every 5 times I would do that, or whatever it was, is they would see the title, like they would see my name, which is not just Regan Rogerson making a comment, which you might say, oh, thanks, that's great. You would see Fitness Marketing Hub, which it kind of triggers a certain level of intrigue. It's like, here's a channel that's struggling a little bit, maybe not getting noticed as much. They just got noticed by somebody called Fitness Marketing Hub. What's that? It usually was worth the click through to find out what that's all about. Then they would come face to face with my videos, and in some cases they would subscribe. So that's a kind of communication that I don't think is too bad, because again, it's not intrusive. It's not, it's not, and I wouldn't do it to just anybody. I would do it to content that I thought was good. And it was a few days after that I did a video on it, talking about it and what the response was and stuff. So, and I'd mentioned to you guys, a great way to do something similar is to go. It blows me away, some of these big YouTubers that they don't have the time or the desire to answer their comments from people that are following their channels. And I've had people do it on my workout channel, where they would come in and answer a question that I didn't get to. And as long as you're not trying to push somebody into like your channel, like, oh, hey, check out more of my videos, like that crap I don't like. And people do that to me, and I'm sure people do that to you from time to time. I don't like that at all. I think it's rude. I think it's obnoxious, and it's just unprofessional. So, but going over there, and if you see somebody in a comment section somewhere asking a question about a workout or something, you can give your opinion on it, or you can give them some advice. And whether or not that person eventually comes through and answers it as well, you're not trying to solicit them over. But if you've got a good title on your channel, which it's very apparent that it's a workout channel, and if they like your answer, it might entice them to click through and check out your channel. I had a lot of success from that. I recommend you guys do it. You know, take 20 minutes 3 times a week and do that. Just my opinion. So aside from changing my name and doing that, niching down was really big. Initially, this channel was just going to be kind of a vlog behind the scenes of running this place, and I do shoots that are a lot of it more bodybuilding, fitness style, and I was just going to kind of show the behind the scenes of all that. That's what I was planning to do. But again, there are a lot of channels like that out there, and as much as I enjoy doing that, it's not what I'm good at. Like it's, you know, it's not what I do for, well, it is what I do for a living, but I just started thinking about it more and more, and it's like I have so much, like what makes me special in this space is that I understand video production, I understand the creative behind it, and I've also have experience at an executive level doing marketing for a fitness company. So all those things combined help me understand the business, and I've owned health clubs, so I understand the business of fitness. I understand running a gym and dealing with people on the front lines, and I understand video production. And that combination is kind of rare. There's not a lot of people that do that. So that's why it became this channel, which is very niche. But this is the channel for people who want to specifically learn about developing and growing a fitness channel. And it's not just the production side and the choreography. It's also the business side of it. And again, there's all kinds of people out there. There's, you know, the Nick Nimmons of the world. There's, God, their names are all Brian C. Johnson or something. There's a bunch of them on YouTube, like Think Media, that do this, and they do it really well, and they're huge channels. They don't specify with fitness. These are not people that work in fitness, so that's where I can be of an advantage, because in addition to the production side of things, I can give you advice on getting a sponsorship, how to really grow and monetize this. Like if you want to make your YouTube channel into an actual business, that's, I would talk to me before I would talk to those guys. And that's, if your thing is strictly understanding YouTube, I would talk to those guys first because they have more experience at it. So that's basically where we're at. Okay, what else? And probably the fourth thing that was a pivotal thing for this channel was live streams. Live streams was that was where the community content started. And community content is for you guys. I don't suspect too many people would wander onto this channel and watch a live stream as their first video. I don't think that's what's going to attract people. That's why most of these live streams, they only have, 100, 200 views, things like that. There's not a lot of views on them because they really, once they're done, they're done. The only reason I leave them public is because I want that watch time to count. But the live streams would be really, to me, the moment where the channel became monetizable, because it allowed you guys to communicate with me one-on-one, which helped us develop relationships with one another, which in some cases turned into business transactions. In addition to that, some of these live streams, they do anywhere from 30 to 300 hours of watch time for a 90-minute live stream, which accumulates very quickly into that total watch time. So having done the live streams, I will be fully monetized, I would guess, by September or October. Probably more like October, the way it's going now. But I'm right now, I think it's, I'm at about 2,900 watch hours in the last 365 days. And again, a lot of that started from the live streams. It gave it a huge boost. So, I think there's a time and a place where you guys can find a way to add that live stream. I know some of you that are working with me in the membership program are doing that already, doing live workouts and things like that. And you get 10 or 12 people who are watching a live workout with you for 45 minutes. That's a big boost in watch time. And it's nice because there's no editing involved. So it's a quick one-off, it's extra content on your channel. It takes the pressure off you having to produce so many things. And yeah, you just go from there. So that was a big one as well. And question on the live stream. Oh, hi KJ Fitness. Glad you made it. Yeah, this is not a normal, usually our live streams are Wednesday mornings. This was a special one, so it was very last minute. I just posted it last night. So I'm happy that I've got anybody at all tuning in today. Elaine, if they click on one and then move on like a regular video, does that count against you? No, it's no different, Elaine, than if they click on your workout and then move on. So it's not gonna, I don't think it'll work against you. You're still gonna get the watch time. And it shouldn't have much effect on your average view duration, because usually with a live workout, you really want to try and make sure you've got people at home that are participating in it, that are tuning in, because if you've got even 4 or 5 people that are doing this from home for 45 minutes, that's a quick 3 or 4 hours of watch time, with an average watch time most likely of 45 minutes. So even if 10 additional people come in and watch your workout for a minute or two, a number of things can happen. It will bring down your watch time, but not significantly. Your total watch time is still large. Your average watch time, it's got these people watching the entire thing, which is wonderful. Then with those people, we'll bring it down, but it's still going to be a high number. Additionally, one of these people may come across your live stream, because keep in mind, guys, when you're doing a live stream that's public, you're popping up in other algorithms on YouTube. Like, there was one live stream that I did that did huge number of hours, because I think it kind of came into like YouTube has a live stream category, and I think I popped into that feed one day because my views went through the roof. And that's a perfect, like, if it's a less congested lane, we'll say, and it brought in new people to see what I'm doing, and I got quite a few subscribers out of one video. The other thing, Elaine, is that you may get 10 people that pop in and watch your workout for 3 or 4 minutes and then turn it off. That's because they're not working that day and they just found you. One of those 10 people may, like, I like this, I wonder when she does them, I'm gonna try and tune in next week. So that's why I always recommend, if you are gonna start doing live streams, and I know, I'm pretty sure you have, Elaine, if I'm not mistaken, it makes a lot more sense to try and pick a day and a time. I've tried my best to stick with Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And the nice thing about that is it's kind of without, and I have fallen off the wagon the last few weeks with it, but that's whatever. But at least when I do that, I can almost guarantee that I'm going to get a pop in from Elaine. Krista's gonna pop in. Sharon usually pops in. Val pops in a lot of the time. And then there's always a few new people, like today we've got Cosplay Workouts, KJ Fitness. And then sometimes there's people that are gonna pop in that haven't been around in a while. Caitlin's coming a lot of the time now. This or That Fitness pops in. Living Love Fit is back. He hasn't been around in a while. So a lot of these guys, at least before I started dropping the ball on them, they knew that if they're bored at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday, I wonder if Regan's doing his live stream. He probably is, and they'll pop it on. Even if you're doing something at work, working in the background, that's still giving me that watch time. So there's a lot of benefits to it. And it just, in addition to everything else, it's the fact that people are, like, we're almost living in a live world now where people are preferring the live stuff. I have a hard, I don't know what you guys are like, but I have a hard time if I want to see a video that's within a day or two of when it was produced. Like, there's channels that I follow on YouTube that are unrelated to fitness altogether, but they're more like vlog channels and wilderness camping stuff and all that. And one of them in particular is, he's in Ontario. He lives about 3 or 4 hours from me, but he's out in the middle of the woods somewhere building a cabin, and he lives totally off grid. But it's interesting because I can look at his channel. It's like, oh, this must be Wednesday because it's raining up there. It rained here on Wednesday. So it's really neat when you're you feel like it's live, even though his stuff's not live, but it's just kind of neat to be dealing with people live, and it's becoming bigger and bigger. So the quicker you guys get on that as part of your offering, I think it would be a big help to your channels if, monetizing more watch hours and all that is what you're looking for. All right, I need a drink after that. So aside from that, and again, guys, if any of you have questions, just let me know. By the way, if any of you guys haven't hit the like button yet, by all means, hit the like button now. It helps the channel, it helps me, it gets the videos out there, so I very much appreciate it. Yeah, Elaine, I think the way to do it is if you haven't already, get an Epidemic Sound membership, or Premium Beats, or one of those channels where you can get some affordable beats. I know sometimes it feels like it drags down the workout a little bit, but at least that way you're able to, you're not going to get copyright strikes and things like that on it. And certainly, guys, if any of you guys would like to have your channels checked out, just drop your channel address in the comments, and I'm sure if anybody wants to check it out, they most certainly will. Yeah, KJ Fitness, you use Epidemic Sound, so do I. And even back when I was doing tons and tons of product videos for different supplement companies and things like that, I always struggle with music because there's so much that's very, very generic. And thinking much like Elaine does, it really, you lose that cool vibe when you just start putting a generic track in. Epidemic Sound is real artists, and they've got a real variety of stuff from like acoustic music to orchestra music to, like every genre of like hip hop, trap, dance, fitness. There are YouTubers, like there's fitness YouTubers that actually have playlists of what they use in their videos. So you can actually look up fitness and you'll see like, it's almost done up like a CD starring some fitness YouTuber, and this is what they use on their channel. And so it's very easy to search out and access and stuff. And the music's pretty good. I mean, anywhere you go, there's going to be some generic tracks, but Epidemic Sound, I bought a year membership. And I really think the music is quite good. So. Oh, you do have Epidemic Sound. Well, there you go, Elaine. I would make a playlist with it, or I mean, the other thing you can do too is just tell people to crank up their own music at home, and you just give them the audio cues. You just talk and go from there. But I think you're very much used to moving to the actual beat, so I'm thinking you're going to have to probably infuse the music in somehow. Doc Dowdell, the easiest way is just to play the music in the background on your live stream and just make sure it's somewhat close to your microphone. There's other ways that you can obviously run an audio line directly into your computer, but that is getting a little more extensive with your setup. So if you're just getting started, the easiest way is to just have the tunes playing in the background and just use it in that room. Just do a couple of tests first just to make sure it doesn't sound too muffled and stuff, and go from there. I've never actually, I don't add music to my workout, so I'm not really experienced when it comes to that. But yeah, I mean, if I wanted to do that, I would just basically run a line into the camera because I use an actual video camera. So I can actually run a music line and have a second audio track, which is playing the music. That could be a good video, actually. Thanks for the idea, Doc. Should not miss anything. Oh, Caitlin, what are your thoughts on hiding sub count while growing? Neither this or that, Caitlin. I don't think it really matters. Preferably, I would say just put it out there. I mean, I was giving advice on how to grow a YouTube channel when I had 78 subscribers, and it was out there. It's whatever. I mean, even now, I've only got 1,000 subscribers, but I use it to my advantage. Because with 1,000 subscribers, I'm making almost $2,000 a month off this channel. So, and I know this is not all dollars and cents with you guys, but just put it out there. I think people realize, the one thing, Caitlin, with your workouts is the camera work and everything is very clean and very clear. So I don't think anybody's going to look at your workouts and judge you based on, oh, she's only got a certain amount of subscribers. The content's good. Your thing, like the production side is really, really high. It's really just for you a matter of figuring out, is the content connecting? But I would put it out there, just who cares? I mean, a big thing for a lot of us with this is you need to get past the anxiety of not feeling big and things like that and just do it. I mean, again, it wasn't easy for me to be out here giving advice, and I had very, very seldom, but I did have, I remember one comment one day, I was giving advice in one of my videos and somebody's like, do you take your own advice? Because at the time I didn't have a lot of subscribers. Some people are going to be dicks like that. Whatever. I have more subscribers than him. I think he had 3. So, but yeah, I just put it out there because I feel like psychologically it's good for you guys to just showcase it. Don't hide it, and don't worry about it. Don't fret over it. Just put it out there. What do people usually call you, Doc? I wouldn't know any other way to say that. I think I'm from the east coast of Canada, and I know there's some Dodells down there, so that might be why. Live and Love Fit. I'm now going for the vlog fitness style videos. As for the market I'm trying to appeal to, 18 to 35 seems to work really well. I'll let you guys know if it's a successful move. Yeah, I've seen some of your stuff coming up there. It's a hard mix. Like I kind of feel like I may start doing some vlogging on Trainer Hub, which was the exact reason I started this channel, was to avoid doing vlogging on that channel. But I've been avoiding doing workouts on that channel, number 1, because I'm busy, number 2, because I'm burned out, number 3, there's a lockdown, I can't get people in, and I don't feel physically that I'm in good enough shape to be doing workouts. Like, I literally am worried that I'm going to barf on camera. So it's been bothering me, and it's like, you know what? 90% of the people following my channel are not in shape, and they're trying to get in shape. So I don't see anything wrong with me admitting that, over the last 3 or 4 months of constant lockdowns, I've probably gained about 10 pounds. I don't feel like my cardio is good. And here's what I'm going to do about it as we lean into summer. So it's like, in addition to giving them a workout program, I'm also going to go step by step through my progress, going through it with them. It may turn off some people, but at some point we have to evolve our channels. We have to keep trying. I think that Trainer Hub has plateaued. It hit a certain level of growth, and it's just been consistently growing at that level, but it hasn't been continuing to go up. So I either stay on the trajectory I'm at, which is not bad, or I keep playing with it. Because the nice thing about that channel is that I don't need it. Like, I don't need that money, so I can play with it. I don't want to wreck the channel by any means, but I'm open to trying new things, and I think that maybe the next thing I do as well is to try. Just make sure, I think, when you do that Live and Love Fit, that you have those videos in a separate playlist, and have your playlists on your main page. Make sure you've got, like, whatever you have been doing that's been attracting an audience, have that playlist at the very top, like maybe popular workouts, and then whatever else you're doing there with workout stuff, and then have a playlist for your vlog content, and then you can have a playlist just for uploads that are in like chronological order. That way, at least it's not intrusive on the people that are just there for your workouts. They can still just go right to the workouts playlist and watch that, and not feel, if they're not interested in your vlog content. So that's the one piece of advice I'd give you with that. Oh, your last name, okay. Yeah, that's there's some of your people are in Canada, I think. So good morning, Mel Fierce. Yeah, Caitlin, you're not going to see much. It's not going to affect your growth or hurt. Like, it's not going to hinder or help your growth not showing the subscribers. That's why I say just show it. I think it'll keep you focused. It'll help you psychologically just with dealing with that and not getting anxious over anything like that, and just whatever. 6,000 views from shorts in total and 3 subscribers gained in total. I don't see it as a viable avenue. How are you guys doing with it? I did one short and I left it up for about a week and it did nothing, and I took it down because people have seen success from it. For me, it's like my channels to me are like television stations. And it's like I'm not going to just randomly start throwing stuff on hoping that it gets me new subscribers. I want to build. I started with a certain foundation and I built upon that. And me trying to crowbar these shorts in, to me, it just ruined it. I didn't like it from the second I put it up. And when I didn't see much response from it, I just took it down. And I feel like even if I had seen a response, I probably would have taken it down anyway. Again, it's their way of trying to combat TikTok and stuff like that. I'm doing long form workouts and I'm doing vlogs on this channel, and I just for me, it's not for me. But it's not to say that there are people that have had success with it, so who knows? Yeah, Doc, I don't see any other way of pronouncing your last name. I can't imagine what people are calling you. Thank you, Sharon. Have a great day as well, and I will probably talk to you next week. This or That Fitness. Heard anything about YouTube changing or planning to change shorts currently not being counted towards watch time, or is that just wishful thinking and hoping they're in? I don't know if they will or not. I actually just heard about that yesterday, that it didn't count towards watch time or something like that. So I think don't put too much time into shorts. Like, I think if you want to try throwing some shorts out there to see if it might bait some new subscribers, that's great. But I think for watch time, focus on your actual content. If you get watch time off shorts, great. It's a bonus. But I'm sure if enough people kick up a stink about it, they'll eventually let it count. But they're also stingy with Google AdSense revenue, and they don't want to share it. So if people are posting shorts and getting all kinds of watch time, then they're probably trying to avoid that. But yeah, if you get watch time through shorts, consider it a bonus. That would be my advice for that. So yeah, keep firing the questions, guys. In the meantime, I had a couple notes left, essentially based on everything that we talked about. And for those of you that are just joining us, I'll give you a quick run through of some of the notes that I took over the last 12 months. May 13th, 2020, I had 78 subscribers. May 13th, 2021, I had 1,005. So about 83 subscribers on average per month over 12 months. The first video I posted that was pertaining to actual this style channel, like growing a fitness channel, was May 11th, 2020. The total number of videos that I produced was 23. Total number of live streams was 17, and today is number 18. I had some short clips from live streams that I threw in there, which took me no time to do. 11 of those. My first live stream wasn't until December 27th. Additional content, like just little live seminars and stuff that I filmed, was 3. So not a lot of content over the course of a year, and I still managed to grow. The 2 pivotal videos that I did were 5 reasons why your fitness channel won't grow and how to shoot a professional looking workout. Those 2 are driving way more traffic to my channel in comparison to everything else. That's to be expected. It's the same thing with your channel. It's going to be 1 or 2 workouts that are suddenly going to hit with people, and they're going to drive all kinds of traffic. And then it's up to you to make sure that your channel is set up nice so that you get those subscribers and you can pull them in for more content. Income generated. I made in total $9,316 off of this channel that's not monetized. It basically that, and I didn't make my first dollar off this channel until December 1st. I actually showed the PayPal income statements and that, but $8,644 made over Buy Me a Coffee with 45 transactions. Average selling price of $192. And so that averages out over 5 months to about $1,728 per month that I make off this channel. Which for 1,000 subscribers and not being monetized, I think is damn good. And again, it does, right now it does, there's extra work involved there. The one thing that I would say that I probably did wrong is I wasn't ready for the growth of this channel in terms of the monetized stuff. And what happened was I put myself in a position where I had to put in a lot of hours trying to keep up with the workflow, in addition to running my actual agency and doing work for clients and stuff like that. So something I'll be doing is getting much more streamlined with that moving forward before it gets so big that I just can't keep up with it. And I'll get to you guys in 1 second there. So, and yeah, and then I'm $672 Amazon affiliate sales. And so, yeah, we'll stop there. We'll check, get some questions. Metabolic conditioning, good morning. On the shorts discussion, you're using them to be discovered by new subscribers. I don't publish them to current subscribers. Seems to be helping with growth. Yeah, that's good. And I think that's the best way to do it. It's kind of fishing. Some of them might work, some of them might not. Don't let it disrupt the programming of your actual channel. I couldn't agree more. I think that's the best way to do it. And Doc, excuse me. So I'm looking at revitalizing my channel. What would be better in your opinion? Would it be better to do a workout with me, taking through the workout, or just leaving it silent? Are you talking about a full workout? Are you talking about like, let me know specifically what you're thinking, like in terms of a video. I'm guessing you're thinking like going through a workout and talking to the camera while you're training. Let me know for sure, and we'll come back on that one. Mel, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Cosplay workouts, got a jet. Thank you very much. You have a great day, and thank you for tuning in. Live and Love Fit. I know TikTok is a gimmick. However, do you think it is worth setting up one for extra marketing to drive traffic to YouTube? I've never done it, but I've had a lot of people tell me I should. It's one of those things that I've just never tried. Like, there's only so much, like the thing that I go through, like just this past week, by the way, guys, if you guys haven't seen already, I've created a new Facebook group for this compared to the one that's on there. And because I started reading last week that I may be missing the boat on Facebook, that we all might be missing the boat on Facebook in terms of making money off our workouts, rather than just sharing them to Facebook. If you upload to Facebook, apparently the monetization process is quicker, and in some cases it can be more lucrative. So I started thinking about that, but then I'm thinking like, God, it's just a whole extra step. And then I've got people, and it's younger people that are like, you should put these vlogs on TikTok. And this guy's like, oh, I put little tips on TikTok for fitness stuff and I get 60,000 views, and your stuff would be getting millions. And I don't know if these people are just blowing smoke or if there's something to that. But obviously there are people that think that that TikTok's not a gimmick and that it is good for this kind of stuff and for workouts and stuff. So I think the only thing you can do is try it. But I think if you're going to try it, you need to commit, like 8 to 10 weeks of doing it properly. Don't just do 1 or 2 videos, and if they don't work, quit. Because I think it'll if you put in 3 months of trying to build on TikTok, and then if you're burnt out from it, don't worry about it. Personally speaking, I'm not big on trying to go over to place A and drive traffic to place B. I think YouTube's got 3 billion people on it or something right now looking for workouts. I would focus more on that than going to TikTok and saying, hey, go check me out on YouTube. I say the same thing about Instagram. The only time I do cross promotion with my YouTube channel is if there's sponsorship dollars that are involved. Otherwise, very, very rarely will I bother, because I think it lowers your watch time and it can be a whole thing. But it's not to say it's not worth trying. You could always give it a shot and see what happens. Facebook, you need 10,000 subs, or did they change? I'm not sure, Case Pilates. I don't think so, from what I read. Again, and I'm just studying it now. But I don't think so. I haven't seen anything like that. Because they're very aggressively trying to pull people over from YouTube. So I don't know why they would say 10,000 subscribers in order to monetize it. But you could be right. Again, I'm an amateur when it comes to Facebook. And Doc, I see some just doing music for a 15-minute video. I also see people coaching the viewer through, but if I'm gassed, I sound horrible in audio. It depends on what your work is. Like I'm just looking at your profile picture there, and it looks like you do some pretty heavy lifting and stuff. If what you're doing has, if there's a lot of emphasis on form and function and things like that, then I think you almost have to be talking. And what you're saying about even being gassed on audio, there's an element of that can work for you. I don't know if you've ever seen my channel. My channel is called Trainer Hub on YouTube, and that was the precursor that started this channel. But we have no music in our workouts, and there's no talking. But we are mic'd, so there's workouts that I'm on there, and I'm like totally gassed, and you can hear it. But I think in some cases, people at home, it appeals to them because they feel like they're almost training with you and they're going through the process with you. Too often, that old school method of doing fitness videos was, the perfect outfit, perfect hair, the perfect tan, perfect shape, and basically showing absolutely no imperfections whatsoever. And it doesn't really, that's a very dated approach to fitness. I used to work with people who they would yell cut in the middle of a workout, and they'd have to get themselves blotted because they don't want to break a sweat, their hair done. It's like, just pull your hair back in a ponytail and train. And I think people really gravitate towards that because they feel a certain kinship with you, that they're training with you. And it doesn't make them feel totally terrible about themselves that you're going through something with no issues whatsoever, and they're like, feeling bad about themselves because they're totally gassed getting through the process. So I wouldn't worry about that if you're heavy breathing through stuff. It gives a rawness to it, which again gives it kind of that live feel. But it really comes down to how you're going to present the workout. Like if this is a 45-minute training session in a gym, as long as you're filming all of it, it could be very interesting. Because if you're good at what you do and it has that raw appeal, then it's almost like you're like a digital training partner, like legitimately, like they turn it on, they hear the gym sounds, they hear all that kind of stuff. So without knowing a lot about how you're going to lay out your workouts, I don't think it's a bad idea, just to be very raw with it. Don't worry about music and fancy transitions. Just that was the whole point of my channel, was just raw training. We give all the time cues and audio cues and all that, and you just train with us. Crank up whatever music motivates you, and let's train. So it was kind of giving that gym style workout from the comfort of home during lockdowns and stuff. And it worked well. The channel's monetized and it makes pretty good money. So that would be my advice on that. But certainly if ever any questions about it, fire me an email or let me know, and I'm happy to help you with it. But so while I'm waiting for any more questions, next steps. What I'm going to be doing going forward with this channel. No worries, Doc. So obviously the next step is Google monetization. Again, I don't suspect Google money is going to be big on this channel, so it's not a priority for me. But I should be fully monetized by probably October, if I were to guess. But for me, it's like, particularly with this channel, my goal is to create my own brand deals, so to speak. Create products and services that I can sell to the community. Things that are beneficial to them, whether that be, right now I do the consultations, I do the channel launch packages. We have the membership program. We're really going to be emphasizing the membership program moving forward. I'm going to be doing a lot more exclusive deep dive videos into video editing and shooting and product reviews and things like that. Probably going to start doing some private live streams where it'll be more one-on-one or one-on a few, just with the members, so they can ask their questions and go over stuff. And because it's hard when you're doing these blanket style videos to be very focused. And I get a lot of questions about editing, how to create a timer, how to color balance your edits, and making sure the production of your videos is at the highest quality is important. It's the first thing people see, and you do get judged on it. So there'll be a lot more stuff with the membership platform that we'll be doing. more programs and ebooks and things like that. Like it seems like there is a bit of a market for that stuff. And again, I'll be very focused on the fitness industry. And that's really it. Like, it's just, you know, the goal with this channel has always been create content, support members, support the community, and find a way to monetize it. And the reason I get so obsessive with the monetization part of it is because I'm testing these things so that I can, it gives me ideas for videos that I can feed back to you guys. I could probably go full-time on YouTube now if I wanted to. I don't know what it is about YouTube. I always worry about the bottom falling out. But it does make a pretty decent income now. But I mean, for me to quit YouTube and keep this whole loft and stuff and all that, I don't think I'd want to do that. If I were to go full-time on YouTube today, I would probably close down here. I would probably work from home and do that, which is intriguing. But at the same time, I've got a really good business that I do every day, and it makes good money. So I don't really want to shut that down either. And in order to go further on YouTube, I'd have to put more time into it. So I'm kind of in that zone right now where I'm not sure where I want to go with it, but it's nice trying new things with YouTube and testing new things, then being able to feedback and give you guys stuff as well and feedback on what's working and what's not and all that. So Doc, have a great night. You have to let me know where you're from. If it's nighttime wherever you are. All right. But that's basically it, guys. If any of you guys have questions, let me know. Aside from that, new videos coming hopefully next week. I've got everything ready now to do part 2 of filming a professional quality video with your phone, which I've probably said about 6 times on this live stream, but I do have everything ready for it now. I've just had a really busy month. Ontario, Canada is in like state of emergency lockdown. And so all these companies now, the only way to connect with their audience is digital. And so they're all coming to me at once, and I'm doing a lot of stuff for other companies. So trying to balance that with everything else has been a little bit hard, but still good. Have a great day, Elaine, and I'll be talking to you soon. Appreciate you popping in. Totally lost my train of thought, but yeah. So that's what is coming up. I think I'm going to start doing some gear reviews. I don't know if you guys are interested in that stuff or not, but I've got a new camera here. This is the one that I've always been using, which is a Sony a7 III, which I love. But I did buy a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K Pro, which I'm using more for client work and more kind of cinematic sequences. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a review on here as well, just to kind of decide if it's too much camera for YouTube. I mean, some people can afford it. I think in the US it's about $2,500. That's without a lens or anything, but unbelievable camera. I also bought a drone recently, a DJI Mavic Mini 2 or something like that. So might do some review stuff on there. KJ Fitness, thank you so much, Regan. Couldn't really focus 100%, but looking forward to more live streams. No problem, KJ. I appreciate you popping in. And guys, let me know in the comments sometime. It doesn't have to be today, but anytime. Like, if there's particular times that you think would be better. I've toyed with the idea of coming in on a Saturday morning and doing a live stream for a couple hours. Or, you know, I've got people now that are in Australia and different places where it's nighttime. It's like, well, I wonder if I were to do something in the evening once a week, if that would work. And I'm open to doing them at different times. The only reason I stuck with Wednesdays is because it kind of became the routine, but I've obviously broken that routine over the last few weeks. So if you guys have better days, I mean, obviously can't hard to please everybody, but just let me know. But I think with that, guys, we've only been on for an hour, but if nobody has any other questions, I will call it a day here, I guess. Like I said, this was not meant to be a live stream day. It just kind of popped into my head last night. So, and you guys know, as always, if you have questions, be sure to follow the Facebook group. I'll get the link for it now, if I can. I'm going to put in the comments here. So that's the Facebook group. If you guys want to jump in there as well, it's a private group. Just apply to join, and we kind of converse a little bit in there, and people share videos and get feedback on them and stuff. If any of you are interested in the Buy Me a Coffee, you can follow Buy Me a Coffee. It's up here in the corner. BuyMeACoffee.com Trainer Hub. You can just follow for when new things are posted, but I post everything in there from there's digital timers for your workouts. There's email templates for going after sponsorships, even if you're at a couple hundred subscribers. There's consultations, YouTube launch packages. There's a lot of different things, and I keep adding stuff to it, memberships. Check it out. If you ever have questions, you can email me. It's regan@208inc.com. And Instagram is up there, Regan_Rogerson. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy interacting with you guys and helping out with your channels. So by all means, be sure to connect. And I hope all of you have a great week and a great weekend. And I will try to be back here on Wednesday of next week. I shouldn't say that because I'm not sure. I've got shoots on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I think Wednesday's open, so I should be here Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And we will go from there. Oh, watching from Abu Dhabi. Wow, that's awesome. Have a great week, KJ. And yeah, so for the rest of you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully it continues to grow and I can continue telling you what's working and what's not. And if you ever have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. So have a great day, guys. I will talk to you very soon. Take care.